What's going on, y'all? Thanks for checking in Khaliis Take. You know what to do if you haven't already. Please like, subscribe, also hit the notification bell just so you get the newest and the bonus content first. But enough of that. Hey, let's just go ahead and jump in. Definitely the most impressive win I've seen this NBA season. That might be the best comeback I think I've ever seen, probably in NBA history. Only time I remember a team being down as much as the Clippers were to the Wizards was when the Lakers were down 30 points, I believe, to the Dallas Mavericks. And I think that was like 2003, way back then. Definitely a very impressive win for the Clippers. I mean, to be down that many points and find a way to win is definitely incredible. Definitely deserves needs to be talked about. And the Clippers definitely need their flowers for that one. I mean, I thought earlier this season or earlier this year, the year 2022, when the ball dropped, their most impressive win was against the Brooklyn Nets because of KD and Harden dropping like 30 points apiece and still couldn't beat the Clippers. I mean, I felt like it was a part of, them not taking them serious, but at the same time, the Clippers did come back and win when it did get serious enough, when the game got tight, and you got to give the Clippers credit. Then they have a game against the reigning MVP, Jokic, and the Denver Nuggets about a week and a half ago. They were down by 25 points. Somehow they come back and win that one and embarrass the reigning MVP and the Denver Nuggets as an organization. Then on top of that, you look at the win against the Philadelphia 76ers the other night. I mean, Joel Embiid has like 43 and 13, and they erased a 24-point deficit to embarrass Doc Rivers and his old school coaching style. Then on top of that, you look at the situation last night against a team like the Wizards, down 35 points and come back to win. That's got to be the most impressive of this season. That's got to be the most impressive comeback, one of the most impressive comebacks of all time. Damn whether Kawhi or PG was on the floor or not. I mean, damn whether what team they were playing against, it does not even matter. For an NBA team to come back from 35 points down, knowing that most teams would mail it in, just move on to the next night mentally and check out, the Clippers didn't. The fight is in this team. It is in this organization, and they're going to have to just find a way to keep it going. I shake my head because I look at this team and see the type of depth they have, and they just had their two superstars, or I should say their one superstar and all-star in Paul George. Either way you want to look at it, they would be so much better. They would be the scariest team in the NBA, I think. I mean, even if they had one of their superstars with this team, it makes me think they have a chance to win. It really does. It makes me think they have or at least maybe make it to a finals. They have a chance because this team is really, really good. This team is really, really good. I mean, if they're healthy, they're really, really good. Now, I don't think they're really, really good if they're not healthy, but they're really, really resilient when they're not healthy. And it's a difference because when you look at the Clippers, their resiliency shows every other night, or from time to time. Like, they lose to the Knicks, a team they should beat. They were down by 35 to a team like the Wizards last night, but find a way to come back and win. In a thriller, like 35-point, comeback victory, just a crazy situation, crazy basketball game. You're not going to see that on any other team. I don't think no other team is going to have a comeback like that this season. So, I mean, definitely the Clippers have the best comeback of the season. Some of the most impressive wins of the season, down by 25 plus points against four pretty good teams in the NBA, I would say, with great players on there, and come back and win even without the Clippers having their great players. It's been very impressive to watch them do things like that. But I shake my head because it's like, man, why can't they give more consistency? This shows you right here they're competitive enough to play against any team in the NBA with or without Kawhi and PG. They're competitive enough. And on this 9-game road trip that they're actually currently in, I feel like they should win the rest of the games. Based off this 35-point comeback, this should build confidence, camaraderie. This should build an aura around that team. It's like, hey, we're the role players. We're the lesser guys on the team, but we mean value. We serve value for this team unlike any other team. We play a role for our team unlike any other team's role players do. And I mean, it's definitely due to the fact that Kawhi and PG is hurt, but at the same time, I mean, it's like very impressive what they did, and very, very, very resilient. You know, they have a lot of fight in them, and I just wish that they showed this every night. You got to show this type of feed, or you got to show this type of fight, every night. You can't show it from time to time. I definitely think the Clippers can stay afloat with these teams in the NBA. They can't beat a lot of them, maybe straight up, because, I mean, they don't have their superstars. But the fighting and the fighting mentality that they have is very, very unreal. And even this is a night where Reggie Jackson was like 1 for 10. You know, Reggie Jackson's been scoring a lot lately. And this one specific night, last night against the Wizards, he didn't. You know, he shot poor. I think it was 1 for 10 or 1 for 11. But it didn't matter because Amir Coffey made up for everything that he and other players didn't do. This dude scores 29 points and like 6 rebounds. Luke Kennard has 25 points and like 6 or 8 assists with like 6 rebounds. Unreal. Hitting big shot after big shot. It was just crazy. I mean, as flat as they came out, I mean, you know, you thought they were going to just check out, man, but they didn't. You know, they definitely kept fighting, and they definitely kept the spirit, and they definitely kept, you know, the Clipper pride with them, and definitely Ty Lue definitely put a bug in their ear somewhere, and they heard his message because they came out and they made a comeback in this game that I don't think you'll see the rest of the season. And shout out to the Clippers, man, for doing it. But the only thing is, I say, be proud of this victory, but build off of it. You have to find a way to win these games going forward, because I'm telling you, you know, right now you're in a playoff, you know, conundrum type situation. You're thinking about the playoffs, but it seems like an uphill battle because you don't have your 2 superstars. You find yourself having the best comebacks of the year of any team in the NBA against certain teams, showing a lot of fight, but you're not doing that. You're not showing that fight in that next man up mentality consistently to help you generate 3, 4, 5 wins in a row, which the Clippers can do without Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. They definitely could do that from what you see, from the depth they have and how they play and the way Ty Lue has got them playing. They definitely can do that, but they have to find a way just so they can make the playoffs and keep things afloat, or at least until one of their superstars come back where they can actually make a run at this thing for a championship possibly. But definitely impressive win. Definitely impressive on Ty Lue's part. Coaching, you got to give it up to him. The coaching has got to be exquisite for a team like that to overcome the deficits that they have. But they definitely need to get better going forward overall, just in regards to their consistency. But definitely, tonight last night they deserved their flowers in regards to, what they did that game. That was very, very impressive. And they definitely need to build confidence off that going into other games of the season that can allow them to win. So definitely shout out to them. And shout out to even the Wizards, man. Wizards built a 35-point lead, but hey, they couldn't keep it. You know what I'm saying? The better team won. You know what I'm saying? Maybe better luck next time. But hey, definitely a big win for the Clippers. Hope they build on this, and hopefully they keep it going so they can better their chances of making the playoffs in the future. But hey, that's my take on the situation. Leave any comments in the comment section as always. And hey, Cali out.